And Americans aren't just having issues abroad. Southwest patrons could soon see some major changes for the airline that posted some major losses in Q1 after major setbacks from its Boeing-only fleet. Now Southwest is exploring new options to save money and cut costs. NewsNation travel editor Peter Greenberg is in Santa Ana, California this morning. I always like to ask my team where in the world you are, Peter. California today. Thank you for joining us.
You got it.
So the question I posed to Ryan, how did ammo get through TSA screening in the U.S.?
Well, let me give you some statistics that might frighten you a little more.
Okay.
Because the TSA has actually been pretty good at seizing ammunition and weapons, but then the numbers are a little scary. In 2023, more than 6,000 weapons seized at security checkpoints in the U.S., and of those, more than 90% were loaded. Now, under the TSA rules, if they seize one of your weapons, you can be fined of up to $15,000. And then the other punishment is they deny you TSA pre-check for up to 5 years. Most of those situations do not end in arrest. However, in foreign countries, and the Turks and Caicos is certainly not having a monopoly on this, if you're looking at other Commonwealth countries, United Kingdom, Australia, you're talking minimum jail sentences of 10 years and up. Thailand, Japan, Hong Kong, and there are cases pending right now of people who accidentally, according to them, left either ammunition or weapons in their bags and were seized either getting into the country or actually leaving the country. So this is something that the TSA is right about. You actually have to know the laws of the countries that you're going to, because most of them are not very forgiving if they seize those weapons.
Do your research. Good advice, as always. What would you tell someone who may be a little concerned for their safety hearing these stories of ammo getting through TSA?
Well, most of the time, the TSA does a great job. I mean, they really do. They've got the new CT scanner machines that allow them to do 3D working on everything else that's in your bag. They can spin it around on the screen. They can actually take things out on that screen. And they're doing a much better job of scrutinizing and then basically analyzing. So hats off to them. The scary part is that they've actually seized over 6,000 weapons. What does that tell you about our travelers in the United States?
I was thinking the same thing. 6,000 weapons. We have to move on to Southwest Airlines reporting a loss of $231 million. That's in the last quarter. Now they say they're seriously studying alternatives to its signature open seating system. We know a lot of people love their open seating system, Peter. Do you think customers will respond to this big change, or how do you think they'll respond?
Well, let's go back and look at the history. Southwest has been a consistently well-performing airline financially. They're over 50 years old, and they've really had almost maybe one or two bad-performing quarters. But they're not the only ones in this quarter that did badly. Spirit, JetBlue, American lost $312 million in the first quarter. So as Southwest tries to figure out how to cut costs and also raise revenue, where can they work on it? Well, first of all, they branded the entire airline over not charging you for checked bags. People love that. They're the only airline that I know of its size that doesn't charge you to check bags. But then there comes the seating. Southwest always had open seating. You had 3 different boarding groups based on when you got your reservation, A, B, and C. But now they're putting new seats in the plane that are thinner. There you are. There are those seats right there. And they've been able to now figure out a way to adjust the space between the seats and then maybe segment the pricing of those seats. So you can look at the possibility, and it's a real possibility, that they're not going to put in first class. That's not going to happen, but maybe economy plus seats that will give you more legroom at a higher price. And once they do that, open seating is over. They will be assigned seats.
Less than a minute. Can this loss be blamed solely on the Boeing issues? Or, Peter, do you think there are other factors at play here?
Oh, operational issues, of course, higher labor costs. Southwest just signed a new contract with their flight attendants. And yet the Boeing situation is applying to every airline that's one of its customers. The supply chain has been stopped. Airlines like Southwest have had to completely restructure their summer flying schedule because they literally don't have the planes to support it. And when you do that, you lose money.
Peter Greenberg, enjoy California, my friend. Thanks for joining us this morning.
You got it.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.